You will notice that in this video, there's no music, no video graphics to distract you in any way. If you listen to this video, find a time and place where there is complete silence. Allow your Father, by your free will, to engraft the Word into your soul. And this Word engrafted will be to the saving, the exchanging of your carnal mind to this mind of Christ found in your human spirit, empowered by the Holy Spirit. It's clearly written that our Father desires to engraft this living Word into your fallen carnal mind. This fallen soul going rogue from your being actually born into this world. Here's the text for those that might doubt what I've been sharing up to this point. James chapter 1, verse 21. Wherefore lay apart all filthiness, superfluity of naughtiness, and receive with meekness the engrafted Word, which is able to save your soul. Powerful text. Our Father has been doing this, unaware to us, for some time. There's the word superfluity, and its definition that comes out in the following paragraph. Here's that word's definition. More than necessary, whatever exceeds a limit, measure, bound, or custom degree. One more thought before I go on. Remember Paul's thorn in the flesh. And the reason God sent this messenger of Satan to buffet him, that's to be puffed up over much knowledge. This knowledge came to him via this engrafted Word. It wasn't Paul's rogue soul's witty mind. If he ever got cocky thinking otherwise, this thorn would prick his mind and remind him of where this engrafted Word came from. So I ask the question, have you got that? Now note the definition once again. Whatever exceeds a limit, a measure. Remember Paul complaining about the storm, and God saying to him, my grace is sufficient. In other words, as Paul brings out in his other writings, how this faith, this engrafted Word, is measured out in God's timing and limit, and this is sufficient. Don't add to it or take away from it by seeking credit, which apart from Him, we can do nothing. Yet through this engrafted Word, measured out, we can do all things, and it isn't us doing the doing, period. Would that explain? Let me now go on. What happens is that this rogue, treacherous soul takes this engrafted Word and twists it, adds to it, distorts it, leading many to think that this is their thought, not knowing that in them, in their human spirit, there's a mind totally different than the mind that was conceived independent from God the Father, a mind shaped in what's called the iniquity of their natural parents, who also were unaware of what has been shared in this video. David in Psalm 51 discovered this to some measure, this mystery to him, a time when this mystery was unknown, hidden, until the fullness of time when Jesus, the Son of God, would manifest this, demonstrate this mystery by his constantly living out of and depend upon this mind and his spirit to get these engrafted words from his Father and ours. Jesus, the Son of Man, remember that? He's never the Son of Man, never lived out of his natural mind and repeatedly claimed that the words he spoke were not his own. Not his words, but were the words of his Father's and ours. He would, to his Spirit, see and hear his Father and ours, and would, without question or pause, act on what he saw and heard. It's written that he remained faithful, where we mankind are unfaithful. with a saying that he could not deny himself, being the reason it said that he could not deny himself. Why? Because we were in him, protected by him, being saved by his once-for-all act, once for all. Remember, this great word is to the saving of our souls. One individual, Adam, defined as humanity. That's a Hebrew word for Adam. Defined as humanity. Acting independent from God, cut us all off from our spirits, and this mind in our spirits, and this engrafted word causing us to be unfaithful, going with our fallen, rogue souls, feelings, and thoughts, or taking what is God's, or God in grace is measured out to us, and claiming it as our own. It is these feelings and thoughts from our rogue soul that either blocks or distorts what our Father through His Spirit to our spirits, with this Christ in our spirit, is attempting to convey to us at any given moment. We must learn to wait through our spirit and know by waiting that we can live and not have these engrafted words to die or be distorted. James nails it in what he was told to reveal to us. We may misunderstand what he meant when he said, faith without work dies. In other words, when you get these engrafted words, if you do not act on them, or if you distort them, these life-saving words die. These engrafted words work their work, replacing our self-effort and ideas of good works. Remember what James was told. All good works, these engrafted words, come down from our Father from above. Any other idea of so-called works are the twisted ideas of this fallen rogue soul, distorting what our Father intended to be demonstrated in our lives. In these engrafted words, God gets the glory, and not self, submitting the self unto God. You resist the devil's lie that you don't need God. You can, independent from Him, can do good things. The same lie that Cain had fallen for, rejecting what God had offered of his good work, this justification work once for all, for the once for all sin that Adam had committed. God has offered to remove the wrath of this sin nature of his dad, Adam, off him. By rejecting God's offer, the sin nature now became his own nature. This is what's meant by those in the end times going in the way of Cain. Doing this, anyone who does this gets the sin nature reinstilled, and it is written that the Son of God will not come again and die as he did for the sin nature of Adam, who meet with his wrath. Jesus did this once for all, period. So in closing, it is my hope that you, the reader, or one who has heard this video, understand the value of waiting for this engrafted word from your Father. Will be, as Jesus had said, as a Son of Man. The words that I speak, they are spirit, and they are life. Wait for these life-giving words. God bless.